Hello, everybody. Welcome to this very interesting topic that is top N analysis. Why am I saying interesting topic, top N analysis? Although it has a lot of application, but I do not know why when you land up for interviews, a lot of interviewers are so very fascinated with these kind of questions that you can always expect one question on this particular topic. If they are really testing your understanding of SQL, they will definitely ask you one question on top N analysis. And mark my word, this is a very common kind of situation that you will face. So make sure this topic is simple, far more simple than what we have discussed so far. But do get prepared for this when you're facing interviews. And today, every developer has to know database management to some extent at least. So when you mention that I know RDBMS or I know SQL, then be ready for these kind of questions. And there is one problem here. Different databases will provide you different kind of support for top and row analysis. I'll try and cover up what support is there in Oracle, and if possible, I'll also show you what all differences are present in MySQL, which is another very popular database from Oracle itself. But it's more of an open source kind of thing. So I'll demonstrate at least for Oracle, but then keep in mind it's almost the same thing at most of the places. At the end of this, I'll also tell you which is ANSI standard and which functions were not ANSI standard. That also I'll let you know. So let's quickly begin with this concept of top N analysis. We can say top N queries, top N analysis, whatever you may feel like. Top N queries provide a method for limiting number of rows returned from ordered set of data. So there is an order. Order can be based on, say, the marks of the student. In our case, in employee, it could be salary, it could be commission, it could be date of birth. So wherever, and it could be first name, last name as well. But that would not be the requirement most of the time, or the first, according to the name, the first five people. That could not be the requirement. Commission, salary, hire date, who are the people who are hired first in a company, kind of thing. So this is a mechanism through which we can limit the number of rows returned from an ordered set of data. Oh, oh, oh. Sorry, I had not plugged in my mic. Was I clear? Was I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but I couldn't have heard you. In case if you had anybody has asked a question, if anybody has asked a question, you could repeat it. Now you can ask a question. This will provide you a method for limiting number of rows returned by an ordered set of data. The data already has to be ordered, and on the ordered data, you can actually pick up few rows. They are extremely useful when you want to return bottom n, top or bottom n number of rows from the set, or when you are paging through the data. Now, the common question will be like top five, last five, top two, last two kind of thing. I'll also show you a concept where I can tell you, give me the middle five, give me the 15th element as per the order. Those could also be done. So when you're paging to the data, assume that every page has some fixed number of values. So every page has 10 rows, and you want to see only the fourth page. That can also be done. So I will learn what are the mechanism for paging through the data as well. So let's assume that every page has n number of rows, and you want to see the nth page itself. Rather, I did not implement it in that fashion in this example. Now that we have discussed it, I'll rewrite that example so that we can see the nth page. We can see the nth page. Top n queries retrieve a defined number of rows from top or bottom from the result set. But the condition is it has to be an ordered set of data. And we know how to order the data. Top n don't have any special commands or keyword. Oracle 12 introduced new features such as fetch first. Now that is something which is strongly recommended. I'll also be using fetch first and so on. This allows you to write top n queries by adding fetch first clause at the end of the basic query and so on. So it just becomes quite easy. So not too much, since there are not too many functions, I'll directly go ahead with a demonstration where I'll use those functions and discuss those things with you. So let's jump in with some simple examples that will help us understand how this top analysis can be done and what are the various functions which are available for performing such top N analysis. Here I go. We have a pseudo column called as row number. Now this row number is always there with us. Every row is automatically assigned a row number, and using this pseudo column row number you can extract the data. So let's see as to how we can use this pseudo column row number to extract the data. This may not really fulfill all your requirement, but we can begin with it. So suppose I was writing some kind of query, and from HR table, suppose let me first connect to HR, and we are looking at employees table. Just focus on employees table, what we are trying to do. Suppose we are focusing on employees table. So if I said select star from employees, instead of star, let me say select first name from employee. Suppose first name, employee ID and first name, suppose ID and first name from employees. So when we talk about select employee ID and first name from employees, we'll get all the employees, their ID and all the 107 rows. I have reinstalled HR schema. So we have all the employees from that particular row, from that particular table. Now I told you there is this pseudo column that is always associated. Suppose if I now say row num, if I say row number, and now if I look at the result, so if you watch this, every employee, every record has a row number associated with it. It's a pseudo column. So whatever is the row that has now been fetched, in whatever order they have been fetched, it has some row number 1, row number 2, row number 3, row number 4, and so on, till you will have till row number 107. Had I ordered the row number, will the behavior change? So if I say order by first name, suppose if I say order by first name, will the row number also get updated? So is it a part of the database or is it the part of something that is displayed? Now if you look at this, I have ordered the employees by their first name and the row number are different. That means this row number are helping us to identify the position of the row in the table. It is not about what is being displayed, it is about the position of the row in the table. Now, if it's a position of the row in the table, how it can be useful for us? Say I wanted to have the first 5 people whose name starts with A, or I have according to ascending order of their salary, but the row number over here will be different. So even if I had taken it for salary, suppose first name, employee ID, comma, salary, and I had ordered the employee by their salary, if you run this particular query, you will get employees ordered by their salary. Okay. Highest being at the bottom and the one which has the least salary being at the top. Correct. But look at the row number. Row numbers are not in order. Correct. This is actually the position of that particular row in the table. And now that is not what we really want. So here we have got this particular people, and I wanted to know these. I wanted to have these 5 people or this few people who has least amount of salary, or the person who has the least salary, or the first 2 people who have the least salary, and so on. I would like to have. But if I now use this row number, that will not fulfill our requirement, isn't it? Because row numbers are weird. They are not giving us the result. Can we then use this row number to fulfill our requirement? Oh yes. If you use it innovatively, this can still fulfill your requirement to some extent. Here, we were talking about row numbers, and we saw these row numbers, even if I have ordered the employees according to the salary, this row number was actually giving us the position of that particular record in the table. in the table. And what I'm interested is not the position of the record in the table or the record in the table. What I'm interested is the uh, in the order. When I arrange them in the order, then I'm interested in the position. And here what it is giving me is the in the table how it has been stored. Now I may not be interested in knowing how it has been stored inside the table, so I would like to handle it in a different fashion. So we just have to use it innovatively to fulfill our requirement. So we have used this row number. Row number is a number which is associated with every row in a view, in a table. So it is everywhere. It's a pseudo column. We can say it's a pseudo column, and that is automatically added in every view, and in every table you will have this row number. Now we would like to use this row number to fulfill our requirement. So let's see how we can use this row number to fulfill our requirement. Let's jump ahead with an example. So here if I say select star from employees where row number less than 11. Now what is it going to do? When I say where row number less than 11, based on our understanding that we have, it has printed all those employees, means details of all the employees. Let me clear the screen for you first and let me run the query for you. Let me run it over here. I got the 10 employees. Fine. But what is this that I have got? 100, 101, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we are so very happy to see them in an order. Okay, but then this is just, we are just lucky. Here you say staff employees where row number less than 11. So luckily we have got these employees based on their employee ID. They have been listed. But if I had ordered the employees based on their salary, then, or if I had even printed the row number over here the row numbers were like as per the ID, the row numbers were listed over here. So we are lucky over here in this particular case. But had I ordered the employees based on their where row number is equal to this, start from employee where, and here if I say order by salary, so order by salary is what I'm trying to say. And look at that then 17, 106, 105, 4, 9, 3, 8, 2, so and so, so and so, so and so. And if I had also printed the, suppose we are not interested in printing star, let's not print star. Let's print only the, suppose, first name or employee ID. ID, first name and salary. Okay. And let's format this particular query, isn't it? Control F7. Okay, so I have formatted this query. So I said select employee ID, first name, salary from so and so, order by their salary. So I am also interested in displaying their salary. So when I'm displaying order by their salary, so here I go 107 has this salary, it says, okay, order by their salary, and then this, then this. Is this right? Was 4200 the employee with the least salary? Definitely not. We had seen there are people who are earning only 2000 rupees or something like that. This is based on the row number. So it has given you amongst those people who are the first 10 rows in our table. Look at this. These numbers are not changing. These are not the employees with the least salary. These are the first 10 rows in the table, and within them, it has been ordered the elements. It has ordered the, these were the first 10 row numbers. So here, just to understand that, if I had also printed the row number, that will make us help us understand. So if I had said row number in addition to all those things, so it is just giving us the row number. So based on the row number, so these were the first 10 row numbers. Can you see this? These 10 row numbers were arranged based on their salary. So these were the row numbers. So this row number is telling us about physically where that record has been added inside the table. So this row number less than 11 is not really helping us. So here we have only limited how many rows should be extracted in the table. So I'm saying only the first 10 rows from the table has to be extracted. Listen to me very carefully. Yeah. Over here, we are extracting only the first 10 rows in the table from the table. Only the first 10 rows from the table. So I have extracted only the first 10 rows from the table. So that's not really helping our cause. because we wanted to know the people, first 10 people who are having the highest salary or lowest salary. That will really not work for us. But understand the behavior of row number, which I'm going to put to use. If I had done the same thing, order by last name, I could have ordered by anything. Here I had ordered by salary. So I could use the order by clause, and I could order it by, instead of salary, I could order it by first name. I could order it by first name, my choice, how I would like to order. So here, if you look at this, they have been ordered according to the first name, A, B, D, 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 L, and so on. It's not according to the salary. But if you note these row numbers, these are the first 10 row numbers which are there. That means it is telling us the physical position of those record inside the table. So the first 10 records from the table have been fetched. But then we are not interested in the first 10 records where the record is physically stored. Rather, we most of the time are never bothered about where is the record stored inside the table. Our analysis that we are trying to do is based on some criteria based on which you're going to order the elements, and in that order, who is the first or the second element that we can find. Now, if you want to do that, you have to use it in a different way. What I'm going to do, watch it. So here, I say select star from employees, order by employee ID. Now, if I say select star from employees, order by employee ID, so it's going to give me a result. So this is all the employees ordered by their employee ID. So if you look at this, from employee ID 1, 2, 3, 4, all the records have now been 100 se leke the largest one. All of them have been correctly put across in order by employee ID. Now from this, I could select whatever I would like to have. Now here, if I take the row number, employee ID, and the first name, now the original row number, employee ID, and the first name will be different. And here the ones that I'll display will actually be different. Means, just for your understanding, suppose I had said over here, row number, employee ID, first name. Suppose I had said it like this, and see the difference in behavior now. I format it. Let me just run this query for you. We are saying ordered by employee ID. Now, when I'm ordering it by employee ID, if you look at this, I am also displaying the row number. Row number for Williams is 107. Huh? Likewise, row number for Steven is 1. That means it's the first record, then the Nina's record, then the Lex record, and so on. These are the records. So these are my row numbers. Is that okay? These are my row numbers. Now, when I get this particular thing ordered by the employee ID, so my employee ID, this is the order 1, 2. Let's see whether this order is the same everywhere. 18, 19, 20, 23, 24, 25. Oh, it's exactly in the order. Huh? Exactly in the order. Okay, great. Now I could order it as per the salary as well. Suppose instead of ordering by employee ID, suppose if I decided to order it by salary. Okay, I decided to order by salary. So what I'll do is I'll say order by salary. Order by salary. Now let me run this part of the query only for you. This part of the query. Now when I'm doing this, when I'm ordering as per the salary, watch it. The guy who has received the least salary, his row number is 33. And the guy who has received the highest salary, his row number is 1. So it is in ascending order of the salary, the things have got displayed. Now all these row numbers have got messed up, isn't it? All these row numbers have got messed up. What I can do is now, this becomes my source of data. This becomes like a temporary table. I could have used with clause as well. Now if this becomes my temporary table, now if I list all the employees from here, so this, if this becomes the inner query, subquery becomes my source of data, and I'm gonna now order according to the row number once again. So see the row number this time around, and you'll be surprised to see row numbers are exactly in the order of their ascending order of their salary. Watch this. Huh? Here you go. This is row number 1. This is row number 2. This is row number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. What have we done for that purpose? This was that actual table in which the person who is earning least salary was at row number 33 or 32, somewhere he was 33, 32. Kahan to tha wo? Kahan tha wo, that fellow? Least salary. Least salary. Kaha gaya least salary? Baba. was row number 33. But if this table, this output is taken as a temporary table, then the person who's earning the least salary becomes row number 1. So now this becomes my source. This is not from the actual table. This is a temporary table you can think about. And within that, if I now check for the row number, the sequence has completely changed. So fetch the data in an order. Now, once you fetch the data in an order, let that ordered data become your source. Let that ordered data become your source. Now, the person, TJ, who is the fellow who has earned 2100, is my roll number 1. I hope you're understanding what I'm trying to say. Now, I want the top 10 or top 10, first 10 people who are having the least salary. So, first 10 people who are having the least salary, these are the first 10 people who are having the least salary. Okay, this may not be absolutely right because there are multiple people are having the same salary. Look at that, multiple people having the same salary. There can be 2-3 more people who are earning the same salary, 2500, but I got the top 10 people. There can be more than one people who are also earning 2500, but then we have got the top 10 rows at least. We have got the top 10 rows at least. What is the logic that we have applied over here? We wrote a query that gave you a data in an order. You could decide based on what order you like to have. You could decide based on what order you like to get the data. Once you get the data, this becomes my source of data. That becomes a temporary table. On this temporary table, you fetch whatever value you would like to. Here, I could have just said select star from, I could have said that, is it? Select star. And once if I select star, then you have an option to decide what all elements you would like to fetch. So this becomes a temporary table for us. The actual row numbers no longer are valid. Now here, when you are saying order by salary, the records are arranged in an order of the salary, ascending order, descending order, whatever you would like to. If I wanted to have a descending order, I could have just said descending. So in that case, we could have got the people with the highest salary, top 10 people with the highest salary. Okay, not actually top 10, the first 10 rows with the highest salary. Look at this 24,000 se leke 1500, 1100, 550 tak. There can be few more people having the same kind of salary, but then we could have done that. So the new row numbers are the result of this particular query. Will now establish the new row number. Once you have got them, you could now decide which row numbers you would like to have and so on. Okay, so that was one way of handling it. The other way to handle the same kind of query could have been in a slightly different way. I could have written directly a subquery here. I could have said star, select employee first name salary from select star from employees, order by salary descending. Here I said order by salary, order by salary. Now I'm saying order by salary descending. I'm saying select star. So let the source be having all the columns. You could decide now what columns are to be extracted. And I'm saying less than 6. So I'll get the first 5 topmost earners, the top 5 earners in our company. And there is a problem over here. If there is somebody more who is also earning 13,500, that may get skipped. I got only physically the first 5 rows. I got physically the first 5 rows from that particular query. So you would like to improve on it. Why? Because as I said, there can be one more person earning 13,500. So we have Karen who is earning 13,500, but I take my word, there can be another person who is also earning 13,500. Let's run this particular query and see, is there anybody else who is also earning 13,500? Let's go back over here and look at the salary. Salary. Is there anybody else who is also earning 13,500? 24, 13,500 एक ही है, lucky. There could be, no, there is only one. Order by salary, 13,500. Luckily 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But अगर 13, हाँ यहाँ तक लेते हैं हम लोग 5, 6, 7 लेता मैं. So there are 2 people earning 12,800, 12,800. Watch it. There are 2 people who are earning the same salary. Nancy and Shelia. There are 2 people who are earning 12,800. Now here, instead of 7, suppose if I had said 6, 7, 8, less than 8, I could get only one of them. The one whose row number is earlier in the result of the query. So here we go. We got only Nancy. We did not get the other person. So that was not very correct. This is not wrong either, but I have not got all the employees who can be ranked as the top 10 earners. These two are at the same rank. This and the other guy is also at the same rank. So we haven't got that, but at least as far as number of rows goes, we have fetched it. How did we make use of row numbers? We wrote a query. That query returned us values from the table. The resultant temporary table that is now being created, that will now have row numbers based on this selection and the order that we have given. So this table now acts as our source, and from where you can select and you can specify which row number are you interested in. I hope you have understood this concept of how to use row numbers, at least to a certain extent, to fulfill our requirement. It has not completely addressed our requirement, but sometimes we are only interested in that part of data, the top 10. Not all the one people who are standing in the top 10, but the top 10. If there are multiple people having the same kind of salary, we may ignore the additional person and so on. Have you understood this? How to use a row number to do top 10 analysis, at least in some cases? And we have to improve on that. We want to improve. There are a lot of analytical functions which have now been provided or were always there, and now they have been extended in Oracle to get the work done. But think about the row number. Row number was a physical row number where the record has been added inside the table. It is a physical row number, and we are manipulating that physical row number. How? By writing a query based on some order, fetching the data, storing into temporary memory area, and once it gets stored in the temporary memory area, it has a new row numbers. And those new row numbers are used for the analysis. Keep that concept in mind. How are we using this particular behavior? Now that we have understood this, let's do some improvement. There are additional functions which have been made available to carry out kind of improvement. And one such function is one such analytical function that has now been made available for us is a function called as row number. Right now we used a pseudo column called as a row number. There is a function called as row number that's also available. There is a function called as row number that is available. Now we'll use function called as row number. Right now we have used a pseudo column. This pseudo column tells you the physical position of that particular record inside that table. Now we have a function called as a row number, and that function gives you more power. So what is this analytical function row underscore num? Let's explore. Row number, a function called as row number. Here we go. So this is an analytical function. What does it do? It assigns a unique number to each row to which it is applied, either each row in the partition or each row written by the query. First, I'll go ahead with each row written by the query, and then I'll tell you each row written by the partition. I'll give you an example of both the things. But let's keep it simple, each row written by the query. So it assigns a unique number to each row. Whatever query you fire, whatever results it give, it assigns a new row number. Same like our subquery, I had also assigned a new row number in an order sequence of rows specified in the order by clause beginning with 1. So I can say row number over, this is optional. Let's keep it aside for a moment. I'll just say order by clause. So this order by clause will specify the order, and this partition, it distributes rows into partition to which the function is applied. So this partition clause I'll show you later. Partition clause I'll show you later means first I'll take a simplest example for the all the rows in the query, and then I'll show you how to use this partition. By nesting subqueries using row number, inside a query that retrieves row number values of the specified range, you can find precise subset of rows from the result of the inner query. Now this is how you can do the bottom end, top end reporting, and so on. So let's say, assume that our page size is, let me just right at the beginning, keep the page size fixed. Let's say page size is 10, suppose. So I say set page size as 10. Just for some reason, we'll just keep it. Okay, and then I'll show you what can be done. Now here I say select row number over, that's a syntax. Row number, that's a function, over. Partition clause is optional. Order by clause is compulsory. So I just use the order by clause. I say row number over, order by salary descending. And I'm going to give that particular result name as row number. First name, salary from employees. This is just to understand the behavior of row number. What it will do, it will not give us the physical row number of that record inside the table. It will now assign the row numbers starting with 1 based on this order that we have given. So you don't have to write an additional subquery for that purpose. So I'm saying row number over order by salary descending. So now all these employees, first name, last name, salary will be arranged. Now the number will be given based on the salary in descending order. So let's see, highest salary person should have row number as 1 and so on. So if you look at this, salary देखिएगा, highest salary will have row number 1. कहाँ गए हम लोग? Highest salary has row number 1. In the last case, luckily that was the one, but the lowest salary in our case had number 33. Now that's not the case. Lowest guy, he's having number as 107. So what has happened now? What has happened? we have ordered the result of this particular query based on the salary in descending order, and the numbers have been assigned starting with 1 based on whatever order that you have given. So new row numbers have got created. So the row number, first name, salary, and then I just say from employees. So we have effectively used this new set of row numbers that have been assigned to the result set, that has been assigned to every row in the result set, all the records that have been written by the query, which have been ordered by salary in descending order. I could have just skipped the descending, I could have kept ascending as well. So smallest to largest भी आप जा सकते थे. But new row numbers have got assigned. These are not the row numbers which indicates the physical location of that particular record inside the table. No, it is the query that has been fired, the position of the record in the query. That's how you can take the position of the record in the query, the result of the query, and you are controlling the order in which it has to be displayed. Now, let's talk about, I would like to have the top five. So what I'm saying select star from ordered EMP. But what is this? Select star from ordered EMP. I'm now going to do something different. I say with ordered EMP as, that's a temporary table. With ordered EMP as, that's a temporary table. I'm saying select row number over order by salary descending, first name, last. It is just now what we had fired. What we have just now fired, it's the same query. Now, when you fired this query, what we got over here, this Olson with 2100 is the least earner, and our Steven is the highest earner with row number as 1. Steven is the highest earner with row number as 1. Is that right? Okay. So we have arranged them in descending order. Now this becomes my source. Now when this becomes my source, keep in mind, this is row number 1. Steven is row number 2. Nina is row number 3. Likewise, 15 is Clara with this kind of salary and so on. So row numbers have already been established. Same like what we did last time, but something more will happen. Now I say select star from ordered employee where row number is less than or equal to 5. So it's almost what we did last time. We are doing over here the same thing. And I say top 5. So I got this top 5. Let's say top 8. And what happens to that Nancy? There are 2 people earning 12,800. So do we get those 2 people earning 12,800 or only 1 person? This is not about rank. It's about first few rows from the table. So it has given you the 8. Shelly also aa gaya hai. Okay, all the 8 employees is what you have got. 7, 8, less than or equal to 8 ka hai. But if I had said less than 8, I would not get Shelly. Although Shelly and Nancy are both earning same salary. But it's not talking about the first rank, fifth rank. It's talking about that many number of rows. So I less than 8 kahunga, to first 7 rows from the table by their row number will now be listed. So first 7 rows have now been listed. So what we achieved last time by using the pseudo column row number, we could achieve over here by a row number. Then we say, sir, if that is the case, then why should I use this complex syntax? Rather, I just continued with the row number. And what we did over here, we could write a subquery. And once I write the subquery, then I'll select from the result of the subquery and I handle by row number. This is what we did. Why should we go ahead with this? We have to, because this gives you more power. First, it becomes very clear as to what is the order, but more than the order, there is this partition clause which is going to make it much more powerful. Now, here I got the top 5. Top 5 earners is what I have got. Suppose if I wanted to have bottom 5 earners, so in that case, I could have said order by salary descending ki jagah. Descending is also okay. I could have said ascending and then less than equal to 5, or descending and greater than equal to 103. Your choice. That means if I keep this table as it is, so in that case, आखिरी के 4 ना, I know there are 107 employees. So if there are 107 employees, I say जिनका row number greater than equal to 103 है, वही दीजिएगा मुझे. So if I run this particular query, I'll get those guys with the least salary. Can you see this? 103 के आगे के 5, the least one, the bottom 5. But that was provided I knew that there are 107 rows. So if I knew there are 107 rows, the last 5 rows have been successfully displayed. But more important than this, the row number function can be used for pagination. Now, if I talk about page, how many rows are there in one page? Suppose there are only 7 rows in one page. There are only 7 rows in one page. Can you see this? One row is getting over and then the second row starts. Then the second page starts. Title. There are 7 rows in one page. What I'll do is I'll just increase the page size slightly and 10 लेते हैं. तो दो rows आ रहे हैं. So I'll say this as 12. Suppose if I take this as 13, then let me see how many rows get accommodated into one page, and I list it all again. Let me just count it. So now how many we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. So I have 10. Let me show you the concept of pagination. Now, when we displayed these records, okay, order by descending, I got some records. Look at this. I got some records. Can you see this? On every row, on every page, there are 10 records. First 10, the second 10, the third 10, and the fourth 10. So these are various pages that have got created, isn't it? And the last page has only 7 rows and so on. I would like to control the page numbers. I would like to show fifth page or third page and so on. So if I want to control the page number, every page has 10 rows. So if somebody tells me, give me the fifth page, okay, or fifth page, yeah? So give me the fifth page of the report. मैं report का fifth page चाहिए. That means row number से arrange कर रहे हैं and you are dividing into pagination. You have created pagination and get the fifth page. Now, if I have to get the fifth page, first page is from 1 to 10, next is from 11 to 20, and so on. The fifth page will be from 55 to 60, isn't it? So I'll say greater than or equal to 50 and less than or less than equal to 60, less than equal to greater than 50, 51 to 60 chahiye, less than 50 and greater than equal to 60. So I got the fifth page. I can control the page that I would like to have. So here we have first name and I'm going to display all of them. So let's see which was the fifth page. First, let's check it out. Which was the fifth page? So we start with this. This is a very interesting kind of reports that we can generate. Pagination. First page, second page, third page, fourth page, and this was the fifth page. From Nanity to Susan, ये फिफ्थ पेज था. 41 से लेके 50 तक. अरे 41 से 50 तक है फिफ्थ पेज. Okay, because 1 to 10. Okay, not 51 to fifth page. Okay, let me change the number. Am I right? First page, second page, third page. Okay, yeah, fourth page, and this is fifth page. Okay, that's row number 41 to 50. So here, that how simple it is for me now. So I can immediately say row number greater than 40 and less than or equal to 50, less than 50. So I'll immediately get the fifth page because I know every page has some limited number of rows being displayed. So I got the fifth page. Is that right? Oh no.
Fourth page.
Fourth page आ गया. 1, 2, 3, 4, 51. ये क्या दे रहा है? 41 is Lucy. Let me see if my query is the same. Order by so and so. Let me run this thing first. In descending order hai. So let us have the result in the descending order first and check it out once again. If this was in descending order, my first page is from 1 to 10, second page from 11 to 20, third page from 21 to 30, fourth page from 31 to 50, fourth page from 41 to 50, fifth page from 51 to 60. हाँ, fifth page from 51 to 60. तो जो पहले लिखा था वही सही है. Fifth page from 51 to 60.
सर टेबल आहे तो डिसेंडिंग मध्ये घेतलाय.
हाँ, डिसेंडिंग मध्ये. डिसेंडिंग पाहिजे मला. The top earners. Here we got. आ गया 51 to 60. The fifth page. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we could pagination. Now some boss tells you, oh, I lost that particular page. Give me the fifth page of the report. So if you have already generated all the reports in a descending order of the salary and you want to have the fifth page, you could control it by using the row number. Provided you are already aware what is your page size. I had adjusted the page size. Before you take the printout, you have already adjusted the page size. So pagination, you can get whichever page you would like to. You can get whichever section you would like to have now. So I given sequence over here. You could have given any number of rows in between. Okay, that could have been done. Now, so pagination is what we have seen by with a row number. Second part is this partition clause. Now, suppose the query was slightly different. I wanted to know the top 2 earners from every department. Now that's quite complex. Top 2 earner from every department. There are a number of departments. I don't even know how many departments are there. And like to display the top 2 earners from every department. So what I can do, I can use partition by clause. I can use partition by clause. So here I go. I have first name and salary. I say partition by department ID. That means divide the rows partition by department ID. So whatever the rows that have been listed, they will be partitioned based on the department ID. So group of department ID. Think about it like you create a group of department ID. Now, when it is created group by department ID, order by salary in descending order. So in every department, the top 2 people in descending order means top all people, all employees in descending order. So let me just first show you this. First, let's see the result of this. So when you see this, you'll find the query. Let's have a look. कहाँ से शुरू हुआ है? Here we go. Now this is department number 10. There is only one person. Huh? This is department 20. There are only 2 people. Look at this 30. This is better. 11, 3000, 2000, 2000, 2000, 2500. All employees in that department. But have you seen the numbering now? For every department, the numbering has restarted. Row number has restarted. This was 1 for department number 1. This was 1 and 2 for department number 20. And this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for department number 30. Now we went to talk about department number 50. The row numbers have restarted. So it has partitioned and all the employees from row number department number 50, there are many in department number 50. The last guy in department number 50 has row number as 45. So when I say partition by row, department number, when I'm saying partition by department number, it has created a group and row numbers have now been assigned. This was not happening when our pseudo column row number. Pseudo column row number was the physical location either in the table or in the temporary memory area. This is not doing that. It is reordering them within the partition. Also, it can give a number within that group. Also, it can give a number, or for the entire query. Also, it has been given the number. The previous examples that we have seen for row number function, it was same like the pseudo column row number it was looking at. Now we have understood the power of it. Now that we have partitioned into groups, okay, we have partitioned based on the department ID. For all those employees within that particular group, it has now given a new set of row numbers. Watch it. This is department number 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are only 5 people in department 60. Likewise, 80 में भी बहुत सारे लोग हैं. 80 में 1, 2, 3, 4. 80 कहाँ तक चल रहा है? 80 is one of the guys. Like there are 34. Sundita Kumar is the last one. 34 employees in row department number 80. Look at this, department number 80, row number 30. So row numbers have restarted. So now if somebody tells me in every department the top 2, so I want these 2 from department number 90. I want department 70 में एक ही है तो एक ही, but these 2 from department number कौन सा है 80 and these 2 from department number 60, there will be some problem. I'll just show you where the problem can arise. And these 2 from department number, luckily there is no problem as of now. These 2 from department number 10, these 2 from department number 10, these 2 from department number 30. 2 की जगह अगर मैं 3 लेता, then there would be problem. 3 नहीं, या 3 में भी कोई problem नहीं आ रहा है. You are just lucky. I'm going to show you a problem. Yeah. If I had said top 3 from department, every department, तो ये top 3 हो जाते हैं. अरे but ये जो है Valley, he is also earning the same salary ना as this guy. Top 3 लेता from every department. So this will only give you top 3. Not guarantee that 2 लोगों की salary एक जैसा है तो उसमें से किसको देगा, that is not guaranteed. You will get only the top 3 numbers. So that's not wrong, but I have not got all the top 3 earners. I'll get the top 3 earners or top 3 salaries I'll get. That would be easier. If I just said top 3 salaries, that was okay. But the names of the person who are earning top 3 salaries, that may not be right. Okay. If I wanted to know the top 3 salaries from that department, that's okay. Okay. That would be right. Okay. So let's say department ID, first name, last name नहीं लेता हूँ मैं for a moment. I'll just display the top 3 salaries from that department. Every department, top 3 salaries. So I say, I take over here department ID and I take salary as well. So I am now displaying top 3 salaries, top 2 salaries, top 2 salaries from every department. I'm displaying only top 2 salaries from every department. Then that makes sense. I'm only displaying top 2 salaries from every department. I'm not saying who are the top 2 earners from that department. Top 2 salaries from every department. So what I do, row number over partition by department. So create a group based on the row number. Create a group based on the department ID. Order is in descending order of the salary. So renumber them within the partition. So renumbering will be done within the partition. And these are the values that I have fetched from employees table. And here I say row number less than or equal to 2, less than or equal to 2, because there are some department there are only one employees na, so less than or equal to 2. So top 2 salaries from every department is what I'm displaying. Top 2 earners nahi hai, कौन है नहीं बता रहा हूँ. Top 2 salaries from every department. Let's see. Department number 7, there is only one. 20 में these are two top 2. 30 में these are top 2. 40 में there is only one person suppose. 50 में these are top 2. 60 में these are top 2. 70 में there is only one. 80 में these are top 2. 90 में these are top 2. 100 में these are top 2. 110 में these are top 2. And this Kimberly is not having any department. अभी तक उसको recruit किया, department allocate नहीं किया है. But then these are top 2 salaries. But if I go on to display the top 2 earners from every department, things will actually go a bit wrong. Not that it is not right, it is not complete. Okay, it is not complete. So if I say 3 highest paid employees in each department in HR table. Let me not show you this first. Let me show you this first. Now here, had I said select star. Okay, assuming that I wanted to have the top 2 earners from every department or top 3 earners from every department. That may not be right. What we result that we'll get may not be right. I'll just show you. Top 4 earners from every department is what I'm saying. Top 4 earners from every department. तो डिपार्टमेंट नंबर 10 में एक ही है, डिपार्टमेंट 20 में 2 ही लोग हैं, नो क्वेश्चन. डिपार्टमेंट नंबर 30 में देयर आर 4 पीपल. 2800 is that of Sigal. अरे बट देयर आर नंबर ऑफ पीपल ओवर हियर इन डिपार्टमेंट 30 हु आर अर्निंग 2800. अगर डिपार्टमेंट 30 की बात करें, डिपार्टमेंट नंबर 30 की बात करें, डिपार्टमेंट 30 की बात करें, 2800 सिगल का है. ओके, लकी थे. 50 की बात करते हैं. 1 2 3 4. ओ दैट्स आल्सो लकी. डिपार्ट नंबर 50 के बाद चलते हैं, डिपार्ट नंबर 60 में चलते हैं. 1 2 3 4. दैट्स आल्सो लकी. तो टॉप 3 लेते हैं. 1 2 टॉप 2 लेते हैं, बिकॉज देन डिपार्टमेंट 60 में देयर विल बी अ प्रॉब्लम. ओके, लेट मी से टॉप 2 लेस देन इक्वल टू. So top 2 earners from every department is what I'm going to take. I'm going to take top 2 earners. Who is the person? I'm not interested in what is the top 2 salaries. Top 2 earners in every department. Let's look at department number 60. 60, it says these are the top 2 earners in department number 60. Okay. If I had said top 3 earners from department number 60, every department, let's focus on department number 60 only. Yeah? Let's focus. So department number 60 mein, it says these are the top 3 earners. It is right. These are the top 3 salaries. That's correct. But are these the only top 3 earners? Because if you look at department number 60, if I look at department 60, there is one more guy who earns 4,800. Let's look at department number 60 once again. If you look at department number 60, we had 2 guys, Valley and David. Both of them were earning 2,800, 4,800. And in our result, what we have got is only one fellow out of those 2. We have only David, we have got Valley, we did not get. He was also earning 4,800. So these are not top 3 earners. You could very well say this could be top 3 salaries, correct? But this is not listed all those employees who are having top 3 salaries. Suppose there were 5 people in one department, all of them earning 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. And you said top 2 earner. Is it right to give only 2 values, or is it right to give all the 5 rows because all of them are earning the same salary? There is where this actually fails. This actually fails. Doesn't address to this particular requirement. But then it has solve some problem. If I say top 3 salaries, this is the best way to go ahead. Okay, I could have solved this. Here what I did, I created a query. The result of this query, where I have partitioned by department number, now becomes my source table, ordered employee as, and then I select from this ordered employee based on the row number. And remember, since I used partition, so for every group of department ID, there is a different sequence of row numbers. For every group of department ID, there is a sequence of row numbers. So I have made use of that particular behavior. Now I could have used correlated subquery as well. That means I could have said select so and so from this particular query, from this query, where the some column of the inner query is referenced outside. Correlated subquery is what I'm using. So what am I doing? I'm saying select so and so from the result of this query. Here I have partition by department number, order by descending salary. Same thing what I had done earlier. And this particular row number I am calling it as RN, or I can just say row number. Row number. Let's avoid any confusion. Or let's say row num only. Row num where row underscore num less than equal to 3. So what I'm doing is this will be all the columns that have been projected, including this. This has been given a name as row number. So I'm saying where row number is equal to 3. So it will now restrict displaying all the rows, only those rows for 3 rows at the most from every department will now be listed. And from there, I say order by department ID, salary, descending order, last name, this. I really need not have to say again salary in descending order. It's already in descending order. Okay. But order by last name, suppose. There are 2 people with the same salary. Here we go. So I could use correlated subquery also to get the thing. So let's say department number 50 May. These are 3 guys. Department number 60 May. These are 3 guys. Again, the same issue. The Nancy, who is also earning 4,800, has not been listed. My point is, we could write it by using correlated subquery. It means within a query, we can have a subquery. This subquery will give you a result, and that result will be from that result, you will do this projection. I'm selecting department ID first, ID salary. I'm not displaying the row number, but in the where clause, I'm using referring to one of the column from the inner query, correlated subquery. And here this was not required because we already, let me get, even if I had not written this, would it still matter? Where the salary is same, I would like to say order by last name. This is already ordered by salary. Yeah? So let me remove that and see whether it works. Still gives the right result or not. Here we go. Let's look at 80. Order by Ho. Now here it has got displayed, but it has not been, or the result has not been ordered by the department numbers. So that was not good. So we will have to order it. It is ordered by last name. We don't want to order by last name. First, according to department number. And if I don't say within which department ID, salary ID, let's see this. Because if I say for last name, only by last name it was ordered. Now within the department number, do we have the order? Let's see department number 80. Oh, we don't have, we have the order. No, we don't have the order. The order is lost. We have got the top 3, but the order is lost. So that was right. So let's say order by SLA, RY salary, descending. Here we go. So top 3 salaries from every department. Okay, if there are 3 employees, यहाँ 3 है तो top 3 salaries. यहाँ 3 है तो top 3 salaries. Actually, these are not top. You can say top 3 salaries. Top 3 earners, nahi, because there are few more people with the same salaries and so on. There is inconsistency if 2 employees have the same salary. So that was a thing that you have to keep in mind. We would like to overcome that problem. That problem can now be overcome. For that, so we saw 2 cases. One, row number as a pseudo column. Other thing, we saw row number as a function. Now there is an option available. Now this inconsistency that I highlighted, when there are multiple people having the same salary, if there are 5 people in department number 50 having top salary as 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, and I said top 5 earners, okay, top 5 salary earners. So it should have given the ranked all those employees with salary as 10,000 as rank number 1, and then the rank should have changed for other people. If that is what we are looking out for, there is another function which is available for top N analysis. The next function that we're going to discuss is the word that I use right now, ranking. It calculates the rank of a value in a group of values. It returns a number. So it is, a rank is always a number that it will be returning us. So now we will be doing the ranking. When I use the word ranking, it physically means ranking. Suppose if I say, who are the top 2 scorers in your class, or top 2 highest century getters? So it could be like top 3. Then can be like Rahul Dravid and suppose uh, Alan Border, they stand at the same row. Suppose they both are at rank number 2. So that could be the case. But the third could be somebody else, say Jay Surya, top 3 batsman, century. It could be somebody. So if there are more than one rows having the same rank, they should also be listed. Rows with equal values for ranking criteria receive the same rank. This is something which is important. Rows with equal value for the ranking criteria receive the same rank. Oracle database then adds a number of the tied rows to the tied rank to calculate the next rank. This is problematic. You will not understand this till the time I don't show you the example. Oracle database then adds the number of tied rows to the tied rank to calculate the next rank. This is the problem that we have with this rank function. It looks like as if it has solved all the problems, but numbering doesn't look nice. Your results will be correct, but if you just want to list the ranks, there will be some problem. Therefore, इसका side effect क्या है? Therefore, the ranks may not be consecutive numbers. What does Oracle database do? It adds the number of tied rows to the tied rank to calculate the next rank. I'll just explain you, and then in the example you understand. Suppose there are 3 people having salary as 10,000, and then there is next person who is having salary as 8,000. तो पहले जो 3 है उनका रैंक 1 है और जिसका 8,000 सैलरी है his rank is 2. Correct? You will not get rank as 2. The first 3 will get rank as 1. इनमें 3 है ना, तो 3 will get added to that 1 and the next person will directly have rank number 4. So there will be gaps in between. Although it will be the first rank and the second rank, but rank का number जो रहेगा, that will be how many elements were at the same rank, that number will be added to the rank number to generate the next rank number. That's a bit problematic if you display the rank. As long as you do not display the rank, outputs are perfect. But if you display the rank, then there is a problem. Rank computes the rank of each row written from the query with respect to the other rows written by the query. Okay, let's have a look at it. Suppose if I say select rank 14,000 within group order by salary rank from employees. So I would like to know what's the rank of 14,000 in the group of salary. तो in the salary group 14,000 जो है मेरा उसका rank क्या है, उसका rank क्या है. तो if I look at the rank of salary 14,000, at what rank is salary 14,000? It says 104th rank पे है. By default ascending order में है. तो 104th rank पे amongst 107 employees 104th rank पे 14,000 है. Okay, 104th rank पे. That's confusing. अगर मैं डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर में कहता तो ये पहले 5 में ही कहीं तो आ जाता 104th रैंक 14,000. तो इसका कहता है 4th रैंक पे है इन द सैलरी. बट इफ यू लुक एट दिस 4th रैंक पे सही है क्या? वी हैड 21,000, 17,000 एंड आई थिंक आफ्टर 17,000 वी हैड 14,000. करेक्ट? तो इसका रैंक नंबर 3 चाहिए था, बट आई टोल्ड यू द गैप्स इन बिटवीन. If I had listed all the salaries in descending order, suppose if I had said select salary from employees order by salary descending. Suppose if I fired this query, see the problem now. 14,000 का रैंक क्या कह रहा है? 4 कह रहा है. अगर हम लोग देखें 14,000 का रैंक क्या है, प्रॉब्लम दिखाओ. ये 1 है, ये 2 है, ये 3 है, ये 4 है. ओ लकी. अब किसका देखते हैं? 12,800 का रैंक देखते हैं. 1 2 3, ये जस्ट लकी है. ये जस्ट लकी. 11,000 का रैंक देखते हैं. 11,000 का रैंक देखते हैं, ये वाला. ओके, 11,000 का रैंक देखते हैं. जस्ट टू शो यू द प्रॉब्लम. इसका रैंक क्या आना चाहिए था? 11,000 का 1, ये 2 है, ये 3 है, ये 4 है, ये 5 है, ये 6 है, ये दोनों भी 6th रैंक पे है, और ये 7th रैंक पे आना चाहिए 12,500. 12,500 should have been at rank number 7. Okay, let's do that. क्या रैंक नंबर कहा हमने? What is the salary that I said?
11,000.
11,000. पक्का ना?
Yes sir.
Okay, 11,000. अब इसका रैंक हमें चाहिए था 7. और यहाँ देखते हैं क्या आ रहा है रैंक. ओ डिसेंडिंग में देखना था हमें. सॉरी, 7th रैंक चाहिए था, बिकॉज देयर आर 2 प्लेसेस रैंक एक जैसा ही था, तो इसका रैंक 7th आना चाहिए था। क्या रह गया रैंक? 11th गलत हो रहा है, बिकॉज ऑर्डर में तो सही है। ये देखिएगा, वी वर हियर एंड हियर वी हैव जस्ट नॉट सीन द रिजल्ट। रैंक देखा था हमने 11,000 का, ये फर्स्ट रैंक है, ये these two at the second rank, this third rank, this fourth rank, this fifth rank, this is sixth rank, this is seventh rank, एट्थ रैंक, ये 9th पे चाहिए था, 9th पे चाहिए था, बट व्हाट डिड वी गेट? वी गॉट आंसर इज 11। व्हाई? ये 9th पे चाहिए था ना, ये एक ऐड हो गया यहाँ और एक ऐड हो गया, इसलिए वो 11th पे चला गया। ओके ओके, यू विल अंडरस्टैंड इट एज आई टेक सम मोर एग्जांपल्स, डोंट वरी। तो ये रैंक नंबर कुछ गलत जा रहा है, what we expected is not what we are getting, but as long as you are not displaying the rank number, it is always going to give you the right answer. Let's have a look at it now. I would like to rank the employees in department number 60 based on their salaries. Okay, note कीजिएगा how the ranks will be skipped. अभी जो मैं आपको बता रहा था how the ranks will be skipped. Watch it. Department number 60, I have intentionally kept it small. What did I say? Rank over order by salary. Last time I just said rank the number within the group. Now I'm using a different syntax. This was rank this value within the group of salary. Now I'm saying rank over. Last time I said rank within the group. Now I'm not saying rank within the group. I say rank over order by salary. So I have changed the rank function, rank over order by salary. Now when I use this rank over order by salary, watch it. Salary, ये आपका 60 है, ये रैंक है, रैंक नंबर 1 है, ये रैंक नंबर 2, ऐसे नहीं ऑर्डर है, रैंक नंबर 2 है, ये भी रैंक नंबर 2 है, परफेक्ट, बिकॉज बोथ ऑफ देम आर हैविंग सेम सैलरी, तो दे शुड बी एट द सेम रैंक। और इसका रैंक तो देखो क्या आना चाहिए था, व्हाट शुड हैव बीन द रैंक फॉर दिस? 3, बट इंस्टेड वी हैव गॉट इट 4, बिकॉज ये क्या हुआ, ये 1 था, ये 2 था, अब ये 2 ग्रुप में कितने हैं? 2 है ना, तो 2 में 2 ऐड हो गए, ये 5 बन गया। अगर 2 में 3 होते ना तो ये डायरेक्टली 5 बन जाता, 3 होते तो ये इसका जो रैंक है, रैंक प्लस नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स ऑन दैट रैंक, नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स एट दैट रैंक इज 2, तो 2 प्लस 2 नाउ बिकम्स 4, तो इसका रैंक नंबर 4 आ गया। एक्चुअली रैंक शुड हैव बीन 3। सो दिस इज वन प्रॉब्लम ओवर हियर। बट अगर आप कहते हैं कि ये मुझे फर्स्ट फ्यू एलिमेंट्स चाहिए, तो यहाँ स्किप नहीं हो रहे, हियर यू आर गेटिंग रैंक नंबर 2 पे कितने लोग हैं, ये है, बट अगर रैंक नंबर 3 पे मांगा मैंने कोई है क्या, तो देयर विल बी अ प्रॉब्लम। This is our rank number 3 actually now. This is our rank number 3. So that's the problem while I'm using this rank function. Now I would like to rank all the employees. Okay. As long as I was not displaying the rank, this was perfect. This was perfect. I would like to rank all the employees in the department. So I say select first name, last name, department salary, rank over partition by department ID, like what we did last time. Row number may be partitioned by department ID. Likewise, a rank I'm also partitioning by department. So within the every department, new ranks will be given. Within every department group, a new rank will be given. Order by salary, I'll rather say let it be an ascending order. Let it be an ascending order. That doesn't sound good. Let it be descending order. My rank employees. Okay, let's do that. Here you go. We are saying select first name, last name, department ID, salary, rank, partition by department ID. That means give a number based on for rows in the group. Group is based on the department ID. Partition by. Partition by means that will be the criteria to decide as to how the groups will be created. Order by salary descending. Watch it once again how the numbers are at times skipped. Let's have a look at it here. Department 10, there is only one person, no issues. Department 20, there are 2 people, no issues. Department 30 में issue आएंगे. There are multiple people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, lucky 6 लोग थे, सबका सैलरी अलग था, फाइन। बट जहाँ कहीं सैलरी एक जैसा आएगा, देयर विल फेस अ प्रॉब्लम। कहाँ है सैलरी, किसी का है क्या एक जैसा? हियर वी गो। डिपार्टमेंट 50 में दीज 2 गाइज हैव सेम सैलरी, दोनों का रैंक नंबर 11 है, परफेक्ट, यहाँ तक तो ठीक है, 11 है। इसके बाद वाले बंदे का रैंक नंबर 12 चाहिए था, बट इट हैज नाउ टर्न्ड आउट टू बी 13. Okay, then this is at rank number 15, so these are at rank number 15, तो इसका डायरेक्टली 17 हो गया. Now if these 3 were at 17, करेक्ट, इसके बाद नेक्स्ट 18 चाहिए था, तो 18 की जगह 21 हो गया, करेक्ट. So that's how the ranking is done, but since the ranks are there, we can fetch some values from it. rank the employees in every department based on their salaries, get top 2 from every department. Now, if I want top 2 from every department, so that shouldn't be a problem for me. Top 2 from every department. So I say my rank less than or equal to 2. So top 2 from every department. This will give you all the employees from every department. Watch it. In the last case, some numbers were missing. अब देखते हैं यहाँ top 2 from every department. So not this. Here you go. Top 2 from every department. These are top 2. These are top 2. There will be some department where you have more number of people. Can you see this? This is best part of it. I said top 2 from every department. So there are actually 3 people. Why? Because these 2 guys are having the same salary. That is something that we could not achieve by row number. So I got the top 2 from every department. Look at this. Department number 60. It has now listed both. Last time we used to get David. We never got this Valley. Now we have the top 2 from every department. I got top 2 from every department. Okay. And then look at this department. Department number 80. Department number 80 दिखिएगा. ये first है. ये 2 second rank पे है. Correct? Then in department number 90, Nina and Lex, both Nina, Lex and Pop, Luis are all at rank number 1, and rank number 2 पे सिर्फ Ismail है. Correct? So this is better than what we had seen last time. Okay, rank number 1 and 2. हाँ, top 3 कह देता मैं तो थोड़ा सा issue आ जाता because there are some places there is no rank 3 less than or equal to rank 3. It was directly rank 4. Yes or no? There are some places where we directly had rank 4. So ये डिपार्टमेंट 30 है तो ये 1 2 3 आ गया. डिपार्टमेंट नंबर 50 है तो 1 2 आ गए, 3 आया ही नहीं. Why? Because not that there is no third employee. उसका रैंक नंबर 4 है डायरेक्टली. Because these two अगर 2 + 2 बन जाए तो ये 4 बन जा रहा है. तो there is a problem. So rank को this problem can also be addressed to. This problem can be also be addressed to. But in some cases this could fulfill a requirement. तो ये मैंने कहा था top 2. So that was fulfilling my requirement. But problem था there is a gaps that are left in between. There are gaps in left in between. So to address to this issue where there are gaps in left in between, there is another function that has now been introduced. Okay, we are now looking at analytical functions. There is another function which has been introduced that will address precisely to this particular issue. क्या problem हो रहा है? If there are multiple people with the same rank, then the next rank is not consecutive. Point was we wanted to rank to be in consecutive. 1 2 2 2 2 2 2. Then it should be 3. It should not be like 1 2 and there are 3 2s. The next rank should not be 5. Next should be 3. Correct. Here ranks are not consecutive. If you really want to have consecutive ranks, then don't use rank. Go ahead with dense rank. Another analytical function. It computes the ranks of rows in an order group of rows and returns the rank number. Oh, that is same as rank, nothing different. Ranks are consecutive integers beginning with 1. This is the difference. ये consecutive integers, definitely for sure they are consecutive integers. वहाँ order था, consecutive नहीं था. The largest rank value is the number of unique values returned by the query. Number of unique values. तो अगर rank number 5 मिलता है ना, तो आप समझिएगा this is the largest rank for any row in that particular group. Okay, rank values are not skipped in the event of ties. Ties means there are 2 rows with the same rank number. Ranks will not be skipped. Rows with equal values for criteria, ranking criteria receive the same rank number. So this is one of the best functions which is available. Dense rank, again, you could give whatever rank you would like to have. Over, and in over the partition clause is optional. Order by clause is compulsory. Let's have a look over here. Let's have a look over here. I say dense rank. I want person with the salary as 15,500 and commission as 0.50. Now, one more thing I forgot to tell you in the rank. Good that we took it over here. When I use rank or when I use dense rank, if I give some columns, the type of the column should match in the order by clause. Type and order both should match. So यहाँ मैंने 15,500 दिया है, it will look at this as salary. यहाँ 0.5 दिया है, तो that will take it as commission. So the order and the type of the elements that I have put across in the dense rank or rank should match in the within group clause. Okay, over है और within group है. In the last case, when I use this within group, I took only one value and that was matching to this type. I could have taken more than one value, sir. I could have taken rank 14,000 and name also. The order and the type should match. So here the type is integer, salary is also of type integer. This is a float value, this is also a float value. Order and the number should match. So I say dense rank 15,500 0.50 within group, and this is the group that we have created, order by salary and commission percent, dense rank from employees. So when I say dense rank from employees, let's have a look at this particular result. It says इसका rank 3 है. किसका? जिसका सैलरी 15,500 है और कमीशन ये है, उसका रैंक हमारे ग्रुप में थर्ड है. एंड इफ आई डन द सेम थिंग विद अ रैंक फंक्शन, आई कुड हैव गॉट अ डिफरेंट रिजल्ट. उसका कहता है रैंक नंबर 4 है. नॉट दैट रैंक नंबर 4, उसके पहले वाले जो दो थे हाईएस्ट सैलरी वाले, डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर में सैलरी, देर आर नैन्सी एंड नीना, दे बोथ ऑफ देम हैव सेम सैलरी. 17,000 वाले दो लोग हैं. So that too has made it 4. Now that's problem. Here if there is a tie, in our case salary में tie कब हो रहा है? Because there are two people with the same salary as 17,000, वो tie हो गया. तो next row, no next rank number has gone ahead. So here consecutive ranks नहीं आ रहे, यहाँ consecutive ranks आ रहे even if there is a tie. Now that we have understood the difference, let's use it. Exactly the same example for department number 60. The only difference that is instead of rank, I'm using dense rank, partition by department ID, order by salary, dense rank is what I'm doing. Order by dense rank and last name. Here we go. Now if you look at this department number 60, I have asked for all the employees. So this is rank number 1. This is rank number 2. This is also rank number 2. Watch it. Huh? This is rank number 3 and this is rank number 4. Okay, correctly we have got. But instead of dense rank, had I said rank, instead of dense rank, the only thing that I do is I'll remove dense and I'll make it rank. Let the column heading be dense rank. It is not dense rank though. If I run this particular query, look at this 1, 2. यहाँ तक तो ठीक है. 2 के बाद क्या आ गया directly? 4. That was wrong. Okay, with dense rank, what has happened? We had 1, 2, 2, 3, and 4. And with rank, what is happening? Don't read this. It is rank now. 1, 2, 2, 4, and 5. That's the difference that is there. Here we now have consecutive numbers. Dense rank. That will give you consecutive. Now, if you do the top end analysis, saying the first 5 people earning the max salary, that's okay. Not the first 5 salaries. Not the top 5 salaries. Top 5 salaries के लिए तो आप कैसे भी कर सकते हो. First 5 people earning the top salaries, the first 5 ranks is what I would like to have. So dense rank can actually address to this particular issue. Dense rank. Okay, we got it. Dense rank. Now we are left with only 6 more minutes, and I promised I will not go exceed today's session. So what I'll do is there are a few more queries that I had trick, but we have covered a lot of analytical function. Let me know, have you understood whatever we have discussed so far is a top analysis? There are new addition to top-end analysis that has happened in Oracle 12 onwards. And that new features which have been introduced is what I'll discuss tomorrow, new features. And if time permits, I'll also tell you what is in other databases, how you can do top-end analysis. Okay. Mayuresh was asking for this top analysis for a very long time. Mayuresh, happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have done top analysis, and keep my one word in mind. I do not know why interviewers love to ask questions on this. That has been my experience. Huh? My experience doesn't mean I have appeared, but whatever feedback I take from the students, interviewers for some reason love such kind of queries. So make sure that you are very, very comfortable with this thing. Not that we don't require in real life world. We do require this in real life world when you do some analytics kind of work. We do require such kind of results. So top analysis is something that we do very often do. Top N and bottom M you can manage now. Huh? I don't think you should have a problem now. Top N किया तो bottom M भी हो जाएगा. Pagination भी मैंने दिखाया आपको. Tomorrow when we meet again at 7, I'll take up some advanced features. Advanced nahi, new features, let me say, that have been introduced for top N analysis in Oracle. So with that, we stop over here today. And note, all the scripts have been loaded on the site. All the videos have also been uploaded on the site. So if anyone wants to revise it, download the script, try it out for all the examples that were taken till yesterday. Today also I'll upload whatever we have discovered today. Kal ka topic hone ke baad I'll upload the entire thing about top N analysis. That's all for today. Thank you all for attending the session. See you tomorrow at regular time. Love you all. Good day. Bye-bye.